Welcome to the Daily Wisdom Seeker, where we explore the bright side of life and how to cultivate happiness in everyday situations. Today we're going to talk about a quote that might seem a bit pessimistic at first, but has a lot of wisdom and insight. The quote is, "Almost all of our sorrows spring out of our relations with other people." Now, you might be thinking, wow, that's harsh. Are you saying that other people are the source of all of our problems? That we should just sit and avoid them and live in isolation? That sounds lonely and depressing. Well, no, that's not what I'm saying at all. In fact, I'm saying the opposite. Let me explain. The quote is attributed to Arthur Schopenhauer, a German compatriot and philosopher who lived in the 19th century. He was known for his pessimistic and cynical views on human nature and existence. He believed that life was full of suffering, frustration, and disappointment, and that the only way to cope was to detach oneself from worldly desires and pleasures. He also thought that human relationships were doomed to fail because people were selfish, irrational, and ignorant. But does it mean that we should give up on relationships altogether? That we should avoid them and isolate ourselves from other people? That we should focus only on ourselves and our own needs? Of course not. That would be a mistake. Because relationships can also be the source of our greatest strengths, our deepest meanings, and our most profound growth. Relationships can also bring us a lot of benefits, such as: Number 1, support. Having someone who listens to us and understands us and helps us when we need it can make a huge difference in our well-being. Having someone who encourages us, motivates us, and inspires us can help us achieve our goals and dreams. Having someone who comforts us, reassures us, and lifts us up can help us cope with stress and adversity. Number 2, connection. Having someone who shares our interests, values, and passions can make us feel less alone and more connected. Having someone who respects our opinions, appreciates our contributions, and acknowledges our achievements can make us feel valued and respected. Having someone who laughs with us, cries with us, and celebrates with us can make us feel happy and fulfilled. Number 3, growth. Having someone who challenges us, teaches us, and learns from us can help us grow and improve. Having someone who gives us feedback, advice, and guidance can help us overcome our weaknesses and develop our strengths. Having someone who accepts us, loves us, and respects us can help us become more confident and authentic. These are just some of the positive things that we can gain from our relationships with other people. There are many more, depending on the type and quality of our relationships. The point is, relationships are not only a source of sorrow, but also a source of joy. They are not only a burden, but also a blessing. They are not only a problem, but also a solution. So how can we make the most of our relationships and enjoy the benefits that they offer? How can we reduce the sorrows and increase the joy that they bring? Well, there's no simple answer to that question because every relationship is unique and complex. But there's some general principles that can help us improve our relationships and make them more positive and healthier. Here are 5 of them. Number 1, be mindful. Pay attention to your own feelings and needs, as well as those of the other person. Be aware of what is happening in the present moment and avoid dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. Be open and curious and avoid judging or criticizing. Be honest and authentic and avoid hiding or pretending. Number 2, be respectful. Treat the other person as you would like to be treated. Respect their boundaries, preferences, and choices. Respect their opinions, beliefs, and values. Respect their feelings, thoughts, and actions. Respect their differences, similarities, and uniqueness. Number 3, be compassionate. Show empathy and understanding for the other person's situation, perspective, and emotions. Show kindness and generosity for the other person's well-being, happiness, and success. Show forgiveness and tolerance for the other person's mistakes, flaws, and weaknesses. Show gratitude and appreciation for the other person's presence, support, and growth. Number 4, be communicative. Express your feelings and needs clearly, directly, and respectfully. Listen to the other person's feelings and needs attentively, actively, and empathetically. Ask questions and seek clarification when you're confused or unsure. Give feedback and offer suggestions when you have something to share or contribute. Resolve conflicts and solve problems cooperatively, constructively, and creatively. Number 5, be supportive. Be there for the other person when they need you, and let them be there for you when you need them. Be a source of comfort, encouragement, and inspiration for the other person, and let them be the same for you. Be a partner, a teammate, and a friend for the other person, and let them be the same for you. These are some of the ways we can make our relationships more positive and healthier. Of course, these are not the only ways, nor are they easy to do. They require a lot of effort, practice, and patience. They also require a lot of flexibility, adaptability, and creativity. They also require a lot of love, trust, and commitment. But they're worth it, because relationships are one of the most important and rewarding aspects of our lives. So the next time you feel sorrowful because of your relationships, don't despair. Remember that your relationships can also make you joyful. Remember that your relationships can also be a source of strength, meaning, and growth. Remember that your relationships can also be a source of positive vibes. That's all for today, for today's episode of the Daily Wisdom Seeker podcast. I hope you enjoyed it and learned something from it. If you did, please share it with your friends, family, and anyone else who might benefit from it. And don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review the podcast on your favorite platform. Thank you for listening and tuning in. Until next time, stay positive, stay healthy, and stay happy.